Caravagisti, but only one Caravagista. Mary Gerard. Here is the first thing I think you should know. Art can be dangerous, even when decorous. And sometimes decorous art looks dangerous too. Case in point, Artemisia Gentileschi's Judith Severing the Head of Holofernes. See page 20. Painted right around 1620, it has lost none of its power to shock. You may well be asking, what the hell? Though in one sense, the painting here is self-explanatory. Two women hold down a struggling man, while one of them draws a sword across his neck. No question, this is a brutal, bloody painting. So are many paintings. Violence, like romantic love and spiritual passion, being one of the great themes of art. But there's so much in this particular painting that is disturbing. The two women work in dispassionate exertion. They could be Julia Child and Alice Waters deboning a turkey. Sure, it's bloody, and sure, it's some work, but it must be done. Really, it must be done. The women are a Jewish widow named Judith and her maidservant, Abra. They are executing an Assyrian general named Holofernes, who will otherwise destroy their people. However heroic the task, their images are not flattering ones. The women's faces are brightly lit from the lower left, casting unflattering shadows as they gaze down at their victim. Somewhat difficult to distinguish from each other in age and rank, the women are likewise both steadfast in their work, though Judith leans away slightly from the spurting blood. Maybe because it's staining her dress. Blood spatters Judith's bodice and breast, and it runs in thick rivulets down the white mattress Holofernes struggles upon. Judith's victim, writhing in death throes and shock, is naked. Judith and Abra are dressed. They stand while he is prone. Judith wields a deadly weapon. He has nothing. In short, the women have all the power here. Not only are the women dressed, in stark juxtaposition to their victim's nudity, but one of them is well-dressed. Judith wears an elegant gold gown with capacious sleeves hiked above the elbows. She's a woman at work, after all, limned with red that rhymes with the blood she's spilling. Her strong left fist is entangled in Holofernes's black hair, while higher up on that same arm, she wears a pair of gold bracelets. As Artemisia scholar Mary Gerard points out, one bracelet is slight, simple, while the other is thick and ornate, with scenes inscribed in separate ovals that, on close inspection, look to be images of the goddess Diana. Also known by her Greek name, Artemis, this is the namesake of the very painter who has created this turbulent world. Judith, in her plainness and her elegance, in her bloodletting calm and life-taking power, all of it seems to beg the question, is this a task appropriate to women? Is beheading? Is painting? Like the vast majority of women who became artists before the 20th century, Artemisia Gentileschi, 1593 to 1656, was the daughter of an artist. Her father, Orazio Gentileschi, was a reputable Baroque painter in Rome. He was blessed, or cursed, with enough talent to recognize those who were brilliant. Orazio was an early follower of Caravaggio and his revolutionary art. Caravaggio had established a new visual language, one that married the immediacy of naturalism with a heightened dramatic flair. He utilized chiaroscuro, bold contrasts of light and dark, to great effect, pushing it to the point of tenebrism, extremes of dominating darkness pierced by bright, insistent spotlights, for high drama in a world all viewers could relate to. Contrast Caravaggio's earthy vision with Leonardo's mysterious, otherworldly scenes of all-over haze, the aforementioned sfumato, or Michelangelo's crisply outlined superheroes. It was a radical and masterful departure. Orazio was chummy enough with Caravaggio to go to prison with him for a short time, in 1603, when Artemisia was just 6, after the two artists were found guilty of libel for writing nasty verses about another painter's altarpiece. Note that I'll refer to Artemisia by her first name, both to distinguish her from her painter father, and because first names are often standard for the Italian greats. Dante, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Madonna, and so on. It's true that Caravaggio is known by the name of his birthplace, But that's because Michelangelo was...
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.